Hi guys, today is finally the reveal of our fireplace. Vinny's filming for me because we are so excited and I want to share it properly so you can see her in all her glory. I was so excited to show you guys. I stained this today and I painted this today. This is probably still drying and there's a little touch up needed on the entire piece. First, let me tell you, on my shorts in Janine's life, you will see part of the phases of Vinny constructing this. This is all custom made by my husband, Vinny. You all know Vinny. And he framed it out, and that picture's on the short. Beginning of the fireplace, then we do an update, and then I believe a phase 3, so that you can see the frame underneath of which he used to build this. He did the frame, and then we did this bead board in this direction because it matches the wall. You've all seen the wall and behind the bed, the accent wall. And I wanted it to have some continuity and unity together, and I'm very pleased with it. I cannot tell you how happy I am. He put this molding, what do you call this again, babe? Crown. He does this in all my fireplace needs and wants, a crown molding, because I like this. I feel this to me is traditional style when you put this molding and you have this top. Okay, while this is very cabinish and log style in its decor, I don't care. I like mixing styles. I like doing my own thing. I absolutely love custom. And that's what this is, from the first piece of frame down to the finish. Now, he's added moldings to embellish it. It is not bolted to the wall, although it looks like it is. That's the beauty of being able to construct it custom. I was able to tell Vinny, well, listen, I don't want it to protrude from the wall beyond 12 inches, because if you look at the floor, show them the floor, that's how much floor space we gained in my bedroom, our bedroom, from eliminating the dresser drawers. And that, you'll see, we did that because we wanted to put them into the closet when we bought the IKEA, to organize the closet to fit all our clothes in there. We're just two people. And then look, I can have out here all this space to put something I like more. You've seen my house in Florida. I love the fireplace in the bedroom. So does Tallulah Bell Millie. And this is new to me and Vinny. We've never used this rectangle before, but this was inspired by the bedroom fireplace in Florida because it's similar. And I knew we needed rectangle. And these tend to be, they're making more and more narrow, meaning, what is this box behind it? 8 inches? What's the depth?
7.
7? So, it's only 7 inches, and that's great because then you can only make it 12 inches deep. You see what I'm saying? Custom is best. And not only that, I was going to try to save Vinny the work, because if you look in the living room, we have the white fireplace. That was about over $600 for the studio, right? That's why we took it with us. That little baby, small, it's 12 or 13 inches depth. It's perfect size for the living room, but it was over $650. Now, when I started pricing them at this size to get the narrow, which obviously is a new popular thing because they were in the thousands, just couldn't find it narrow enough, and the style I want, all of that played a factor, and it was over $1,000. So Vin, what do you estimate this cost you to make for us custom? Just under 5? Around 5. Okay, so $500, but it's not just so much the cost. The insert was $350, and then all the supplies surrounding it. Okay, about $500. So the bulk of the cost was the insert. But not just the insert, the wood, the customization, being able to do and say, I want it this way, I want it that way, I want it this deep, I want it that high, that long. We sat here together, and Vinny showed me with the tape measure. Well, how high do you want it? This and that. That's another factor. We have the frame TV hugging the wall. I did not want to disturb that because we had little bit of snafu. I don't know which one to call it, but we did have a little problem getting it off and then back on. We had done it once already, and I didn't want to do that again. And I don't think he did. He would have for me because he's a sweetie, but we didn't want it. So I said, babe, maybe, we could do the height since we're doing it custom. We get to say how high the mantle goes. And if you see, I structure my decor to the space I'm allotted to decorate with, and I'm fine with it. It's a bedroom fireplace. We don't need big vases of flowers. I have my little coochie chachis, okay? And I'm very happy with them, my little trinkets, so to speak. Now, Here's the fun part, and you're going to laugh. We came in here today, and I rushed because I wanted to get it finished to you fast enough to show you. The only thing that was missing to move forward, because we got more projects, was the stain. Now, I must have cried like a big baby to everybody on YouTube and my husband. When we did the kitchen beadboard, we bought odorless, supposedly odorless, water-based stain and blah, 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 blah. And lo and behold, it still irritated me. It bothered me. We had it interact with the gas because it was the kitchen. We thought we had a gas leak. It was awful. So I didn't want to use that again. Then, second option, I was going to go, because I had done it in Florida with craft paint. I did a driftwood wall, and it turned out lovely. And now the brain is twirling and thinking and thinking and thinking. I'm saying, what could I do? I was going to go to Michael's and get craft paint. Their craft stain I've used on small projects, and it doesn't smell. It's odorless. But from here to Michael's, it's about a 20-minute drive. I didn't feel like going. And I start thinking, you'll never, ever believe what I used, and you heard it here first, because ingenuity and creativity. I use, wait for it, are you ready? Gravy Master. I know that sounds crazy, but any cook knows Gravy Master is like a food stain. Okay, you put it into your gravies that are flour based. I've done a recipe on my own chicken a la king, and the gravy was too white for me because of the flour base, and I put a few drops of Gravy Master and it tints it immediately and it gets brown. Well, it does the same here. I've slightly diluted it. I had a little bottle. It's very, very tinted, very stain-like, and there's no odor. I could literally lick my fireplace, okay? And I love the color, the stain. Once I watered it down, another good point, guys, no matter what you're using in craft paint or Gravy Master or whatever, they use coffee grinds and tea to stain fabrics and such. The thing that I love is I was able to control the coloration of the stain by how much I diluted or didn't dilute it. Okay, so again, further customization, and it's top of the line, I don't know, over the hill. But I love it, and it dried really quick. It doesn't have a gloss. Again, I don't like a high gloss finish. I need a little touch up on the edge here. You can't see it, but I can if you look downward, but that's okay. Now you may be asking, Janine, why did you paint the base black? It was white. Vinny thought I wanted to match the baseboard in the back because we're going to be putting this baseboard in the bedroom eventually down the road. And it sounded good as a first thought, but then I said, no. The more I looked at it white, I didn't like it. It just didn't appeal to me. So then we have a project coming. We're not completely finished. I have the bright idea. I say bright because I think it's nice. We're going to be flanking the fireplace with 2 black bookcases on either side, 15 inches. And they're pretty high, about 80 inches, the shelves.
Yeah, 79.
You could show them boxes there. That's how progressed we are. I made this man stop the project of the shelves because I said, wait, we have to first show them the fireplace so that they can appreciate it in steps of what we're actually doing and how this is growing in decor and style, you know? So that's excuse me, that's the reason that this is black, because the bookcase is going to be black, and I feel, again, I want that unity to bring my bench. My headboard's black. The bench is black. The box is black. This is black, and then the shelves and even our frames, which won't be here, but the TV frame as well. And I moved the green bench out because I'm no longer having the space for that, but it is in the living room, affording good seating space for us, for company. So we're excited. The next thing you're going to see is those bookcases installed with lighting. Vincent is going to put the lighting in it. Now, here's the frame TV and the beauty of it. I love the English country, and I was able to find this print, and it inspired me. I just love the way that looks. I could change the art, but I like that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you like the fireplace, if you think I'm totally insane for staining it with Gravy Master. It's dry, it doesn't smell, and I love the color. It turned. So that's a tip. You saw it here first on Crazy Janine's Life. I will remember that is an awesome stain. I can't believe it, guys. I'm telling you, it dried really fast and nice. And you get a nice, it's a very unique color. I don't even know what we should call this. We should call it, I don't know, gravy. All right, guys, we got to get busy. Vinny's going to start putting together some bookcases, and we'll show you that when they're installed, and Mama decorates them and light it up and have so much fun. I'm in love with my bedroom. I haven't come out of here in days, so that's where I've been. Thank you for watching. Please tell me in the comments your thoughts if you like it, if you think I'm crazy for using gravy masks, if you have a tip of your own for saving the odors that come with staining furniture and wood. I'd appreciate it because I'm always going to be doing a project. All right, till we get finished with the next one, I'll see you then.